Hold on to your hats, Emmerdale faithful, because it feels like the winds of change are whipping through the dales, and they're all converging on one person. The undisputed queen of home farm, Kim Tate. Just when we thought she might be settling into a quieter, albeit still impeccably dressed, chapter of her life, the soap gods have thrown a tantalizing new romance, a shadowy secret, and a formidable new adversary her way. And honestly, we wouldn't have it any other way. For weeks we've seen a different side to Kim. Since the heartbreaking and sudden death of her husband, Will Taylor, on Christmas Day, a palpable sense of grief has clung to her. We've watched her navigate the raw and messy terrain of loss, a vulnerability that we, as viewers, are not accustomed to seeing in the usually unshakable matriarch. So when she recently confided in a shocked Dawn Fletcher that she's been seeing someone, the collective gasp across living rooms was almost audible. At first, Kim downplayed it, as is her way. Nothing serious, she insisted, just a couple of coffee dates. But Dawn, ever perceptive, saw the flicker of something more in her stepmother's eyes, a spark that even Kim, in her guarded state, couldn't entirely extinguish. And just like that, we were hooked. Who is this mystery man who has managed to capture the attention of the one and only Kim Tate? Thanks to a recent wonderfully candid chat with the iconic Claire King herself in Woman's Weekly magazine, we have a few more breadcrumbs to follow, and they're leading us down a very intriguing path. Kim's new beau is a cosmetic surgeon named Eddie. He's charming, handsome, and has our favorite ice queen quite smitten. And this is the part that sends a delicious shiver down the spine of any seasoned soap fan. It turns out he's not quite who he says he is. Let's just let that sink in for a moment. A man with a hidden agenda has entered Kim Tate's orbit. This is a woman who has survived more betrayals, backstabbing, and near-death experiences than most of us have had hot dinners. She's a formidable force of nature, a woman who, as Claire King so rightly puts it, is strong, independent, and intelligent. And we all know what happens when someone wrongs Kim or her family, the claws come out. The possibilities for Eddie's dark secret are as vast and dramatic as the Yorkshire moors themselves. Is he connected to one of Kim's many past enemies, seeking some long-brewing revenge? The fact that he's a cosmetic surgeon has sent the fan forums into a frenzy, with many speculating a link to the nefarious Dr. Crowley, the man involved in Joe Tate's illicit kidney transplant. Could Eddie be an accomplice, or perhaps even a relative of the disgraced doctor, looking to exploit Kim's wealth and influence? Or is the truth something even more twisted and unexpected? Whatever his secret, one thing is for certain. Eddie is playing a very dangerous game. To deceive Kim Tate is to dance with fire, and we have a feeling that when the truth inevitably comes to light, the fallout will be nothing short of spectacular. Will her burgeoning feelings for him blind her to his true intentions, or will her razor-sharp instincts kick in before it's too late? The emotional turmoil this is sure to cause will be a feast for us drama lovers. But Eddie isn't the only new face set to stir things up at home farm. Enter Celia Daniels, a no-nonsense farmer who has already made her presence felt in the village. Played by the brilliant Jay Griffiths, Celia is a woman who, much like Kim, doesn't apologize for taking up space. The stage is set for a clash of two titans, and we are here for every single second of it. Jay Griffiths has teased that Kim will have a competitor, and that the two women will be having more than a few odd chats. What makes this rivalry so compelling is the subtle yet crucial difference between the two. While Kim, for all her ruthlessness, possesses a sliver of humanity and a capacity for recognizing her own misdeeds, Celia, it seems, lacks it completely. She is a woman who never questions her own actions, a trait that could make her even more dangerous than Kim. Conflict between Kim and Celia is about more than just land or business. It's a battle of wills, a power struggle between two incredibly strong women who are used to getting their own way. We can already picture the cutting remarks, the icy glares across the wool pack, and the underhanded schemes that are sure to unfold. This isn't just a storm brewing, it's a hurricane, and home farm is right in its path. As we stand on the precipice of these explosive new storylines, it's impossible not to feel a surge of excitement. This is the Emmerdale we know and love, a show that is at its absolute best when its most iconic characters are pushed to their limits. With a mysterious new love interest who could shatter her heart and a formidable new rival who could threaten her empire, Kim Tate is about to be tested in ways we haven't seen in a long time. Will her new romance end in a fiery blaze of betrayal? and in her impending war with Celia, who will emerge victorious. One thing is for certain, the coming months in the Dales are going to be an emotional high-stakes roller coaster, and we'll be riding it right there with our beloved, and once again embattled, Queen of Mean. So grab your popcorn, settle in, and get ready for the drama. The claws are most definitely out.